Hello guys, today I will be ranking the top 3 fruits that are spammy and with honorable mentions. Now let's start with the video. Okay, now before we start with the video, I need to define to you guys what is a spammy fruit. Well, basically it's a fruit that you can spam the moves a lot without relying on a combo, or that is not really that good for combos. And the cooldowns need to be quite short. Basically, that's what a spamming fruit is. And yes, sound is a spammy fruit because it relies on spamming, but it's not that good. Okay guys, on the number 3 spot we got Mammoth. Mammoth is an absolutely insane fruit which allows you to deal like a bunch of damage in a few seconds. Now this guy is super annoying. It also has a crazy 62.5% damage reduction, which is crazy, and the mobility is really good. But since this ranking is about ranking fruits based on how spammy they are, Mammoth will not be number 1 or number 2 because there are better fruits. But let me just finish this guy, and he's dead almost. You see how OP this is, bruh? Okay guys, on the number 2 spot we have Kitsune. Some of you guys may be surprised that this is not number 1, but this is purely because the cooldowns are less long than the number 1 spot, and basically it's less good for spamming, but it is still very good, which is why I put it on the number 2 spot. Basically, just look at these moves, bro. The untransformation is enough to annihilate your opponents without trying, but with your transformation, you just basically become invincible. Like, literally, man. Just look at this. Like, you're so fast, your opponent is never hitting you, and you can just snap them like this. I didn't even aim properly and it hit. I know I'm not doing damage right now, but that's because I have stats on sword. You can't do this. You see what I mean, right guys? It's so OP for spamming. I'm dealing 2.5k damage with damage on sword, which is crazy. So yeah, now let's move on to the honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention we got is of course Buddha, because Buddha, with specific fighting styles and swords, you can like spam a lot by clicking. But I put it on honorable mentions because yes, it has no cooldowns, but if you're playing against a decent opponent, you're just not gonna be landing the clicks, bruh. So yeah, you'll be relying on clicks, and if you want to use a fruit move, sure, go ahead. Like the C move does a bunch of damage, the V move too, but I recommend being sword user because you can just spam click, you know what I mean. Guys, honorable mention too. You guys may be super surprised by this, but you know what? Control. Because the levitate move, you can just spam it like crazy. You guys see what I mean. And the teleport move, like, you can teleport from one point to another without trying or anything. It's just super spammable. Now, the 2 other moves, they are not spammable, which is why it's an honorable mention. But you can spam the other moves to make it easier to land the 2 non-spammable moves. So I guess it compensates. But it's a weird honorable mention, I know, but it's very spammy. Okay guys, you've all been waiting for it, I know. The number 1 spot, leopard fruit. Some of you guys may still think that Kitsune is the number 1. It's very arguable, but for me it's leopard because let me just show you a quick combo. There is no way you ever saw Kitsune do that, right? So that's why leopard is above Kitsune, and you see all my moves are back already. Like, that's crazy. And the moves are super easy to land, and you could like say that what I just did is a combo, but it's more of spamming because if you heard my keyboard, guys, you would understand. Okay guys, that was all for this video. Hopefully you agree with me, right? I agree with myself. Anyways, bye guys.